What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from RC Nightmare. It's a little echoey in here. I apologize. I'll have to hang a drop sheet or something. Just getting back. It's fall time, so it's time to get back into RC cars for me. I'm a little bit behind on some of the stuff that's come out, and so I'm going to go through my latest pickups with you. Then we're going to talk about, actually getting these trucks dirty. I know many of you want to see them actually run. Now that, I don't know if you guys know this, but I run a channel called The Quartering. It's like a news and politics channel. With the election going on, it's been nuts, but now it's time to relax. Now, I'm not really a big drift guy, but it's come a long way because, well, quite frankly, you used to have to, be really good at feathering the throttle, and you used to have to actually like slick the surface. I remember when Traxxas actually released like it was like a Ken Block drift car that just didn't drift at all. You had to be like extremely good. It wasn't the best kind of setup for drift. Well, now they have this little Mustang that came out, which has got, the computer basically does it all for you. It's got a high torque digital servo, obviously the clipless body mounts, oil-filled shocks, that kind of stuff. It's also got a 21 turn brushed motor, which is interesting, although this stuff is always generally brushed. It's also got ultra slick wheels, adjustable turnbuckles, fully waterproof, adjustable suspension geometry, full ball bearings in the wheel wells or in the wheels. Obviously, it's got the high impact foam and hex hardware and all that kind of stuff. It's also running the XL5 speed controller, which is wild to me because that thing's been around, basically for 25 years or something like that. Then if you get your spool with the 48 pitch gears in there, there's a gyro in here that really does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Now this is of course a licensed model, so as with all licensed Traxxas models, you pay a premium to say it's a Ford Mustang. That never mattered to me, but I know it matters to some people. Again, I try to avoid kind of ripping on any particular part of the hobby because everyone likes to do things differently. Everyone kind of just has their own way of enjoying the hobby. A lot of people could make fun of me for having a bunch of shelf queens. I think that's, it doesn't bother me, but as I've matured a little bit in the RC hobby, I've become kind of more aware of, maybe just let people enjoy things the way they want to enjoy them. Obviously, you have all sorts of stuff in here. You've got extra tires, which are basically plastic, all sorts of spacers and stuff like that. Extra parts, very typical. Extra decals, very typical. Nothing to write home about on the TQI controller. It's just a normal Traxxas controller. 2.4 gigahertz. You're gonna need 4 AA's to get this thing running. Again, we can talk about a different day about my beef with calling things ready to run these days when they don't come with the battery or anything else any normal person would actually want with their kits. But that's a conversation for a different day. Let's see if I actually have a knife down here. I feel like I might have to cut here and go get a knife. Cut. Knife. Knifing around. Cut. That's right, I'm going to have to go get a knife. All right, well, I didn't have a knife around, but scissors are generally fine, a little more safe. Unless your knife is super sharp, then you're okay. Now, I do want to point out, who's this car for? Like, you really got to want to drift. This is definitely not an RC for someone's first RC car. Now it does look pretty boss. It looks pretty good. Barely 10th scale, I would say. Almost 12th scale. I don't know if they actually say on there. It's pretty small. But again, these are like literally hard plastic wheels made for drifting exclusively. You're not going to put regular wheels on this and be able to run it on concrete with rocks or rubble or anything like that. This is literally for drifting only, which is generally why I don't like stuff like this. But if you like drifting, then you will like this car. If you've been somebody that has done all sorts of, it's very heavy in the back. This 21 turn motor is heavy. Looks like you run this probably on 2S. I'm gonna guess you're not having huge high speed, you know, runs with this. 2S. And you do have a high output servo. It's a little bit stronger steering servo. There's a lot of nice touches that I'm gonna put throughout this that are, you know, like they have the red calipers and that, just the aesthetic. I've never been a huge, I am huge, but I've never been like a huge scale guy. I do like rock crawling. I like the AX10. It's long discontinued. I don't know if there's anything that's anything like that anymore. The SCX10, which I have one there, the Rubicon, or this new one, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit later today. You know, this thing, like literally just, there's no grip at all. Like, if you want to have a drift car, any idiot could drift this. And don't forget, obviously, there's a servo built in to help make everything easy. There's software. But again, like I said, like these are literally like hard plastic wheels. These other ones might be a softer compound. Nope, they're just plastic too. So, you know, if you have your T-wrench and stuff like that in there. But again, this one for me, I just like Mustangs. GT500 style, you know, I even like the Dark Horse now a lot. But there's not a lot to talk about with a drift car. If you are somebody who wants to drift, this is a great car for it. There are other on-road cars. See how easy that comes on and off too? This like quick attach body pin stuff is crazy. But again, like, I mean, like, it's literally like it's like on ice. There's nothing, you know, you could never do this with a regular RC car. This is just on plywood. Now in the garage where I am now, there is an epoxy floor. So if I pull out the tractor and sweep, you know, you want to keep kind of a clean surface. You know, you don't really, again, like this is for drifting. I feel like I've said that. So you don't want to like, you don't want to get this for a kid who's going to want to run it in the driveway and all this kind of stuff. You really kind of want a slick surface that's perfect for drifting. And I do like how easy it is to take the shell off and to work on it. And again, like, that's so crazy to me. It's like, look at that. Whoa, whoa. So you'll definitely be able to drift like crazy. If you're considering it and you've never tried drifting, I would highly recommend trying it first because it gets boring. Now, if you have other friends who are into it, that would be cool. You could set up drift courses and make your videos, your slow-mo. You could use like an Insta360, probably not on something this small, but you know, a high-end GoPro, and you can make some really cool slow-mo shots and stuff like that. But that's it, man. That's all this thing's gonna do for you. So, you know, could you switch out the wheels? Could you, I mean, maybe, but you wouldn't really want to. So if you're into the TEC body style and you're into drifting, I would say this is a great entry point. It's not very expensive, you know, as far as that kind of thing goes. But for me, this will probably remain a shelf queen, like a few of my other vehicles, kind of like, well, no, I'll probably run all of these. But this thing, I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I'm gonna say that if you wanna drift and you want a low entry point for cost and good parts support, the TEC Drift Mustang is a great place to go. It's a great place to get in. This thing's gonna drift, and you don't need to be crazy good at feathering the throttle and all that kind of stuff. If you don't like drifting or you're worried, I would not make this your only RC car unless you're literally like a drift head. But nothing wrong with it from what I see. Seems like a fun unit. Let me know what you think. Are you into RC drifting? Does this appeal to you at all? I'm gonna get you guys a lot of running videos here, you know, relatively soon, now that fall's here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.